Hello, and welcome to Kickin' and
Kickin'
Crocs,
Crocs,
the
the
podcast. We talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and all sorts of stuff. You almost threw me off because I started off by myself, so I thought he wasn't going to hop in.
I can't jump in on the hello.
But then he did. Why not?
Because the hello is the epic.
The epic? That's it? Just the epic?
The epic.
Did you just use an adjective as a noun?
I did.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes. The craggle.
Anyways, my name is Steve, one half of Kickin' and Crocs.
I'm Dave, the other half of Kickin' Crocs.
Nick, the shadow half of Kickin' and Crocs.
Apparently, we use
What's
adjectives
happening?
as nouns here.
Yes. We do.
Hello, everybody.
So this is the
Happy Sunday.
This is the fantastic.
Is there a turtle on your hat?
Yes. It's turtle skin. It's the best.
Oh.
It is.
The hat is turtle skin?
Fur, like turtle fur.
It's
actually
turtles have fur.
These ones do. These hats are usually made for like skiing.
Uh-huh.
And then Nicole found a thinner one that I can wear.
Oh, that makes me think
when
of another
it's
topic for the show.
like a
Outstanding.
fall time of the year. So it's not super cold, but somewhat cold. Oh,
I
they're
never
comfortable.
knew that turtles had fur.
These ones
I don't
do.
think they do.
They do.
I think it's just the name of the company.
I feel now I
Things
feel
that
like he's
happen.
pulling my leg.
They do. I'm not touching your leg. I'm
Someone
way over here.
someone comment down below if you know for a fact if this is real or not.
All right, so
It's comfortable.
So I think we
Looks
all need to kick this off based on last episode.
Okay.
Um,
Let's go. Last episode was V-Rocket.
Last episode we
I
talked about
was-
wrestling.
I was
Just to-
correct on every one of my guesses.
He
Was it
was
everyone?
actually.
All of them?
He only made one.
Well, I
you
only
only
made
made
one,
the
and,
one.
and I was correct on every one of those. One.
He made the
Yeah.
one guess of who was going to win the Royal Rumble. And I'm sorry if there's like people that are not WWE fans or just wrestling
Well,
fans
this is
watching
not
this.
going to be a wrestling heavy podcast.
No,
I'm just
it's
saying,
not wrestling heavy.
I was right.
We did last podcast because Steve Vinatelli is a very heavy wrestling
And it
fan.
happened to be a big
So,
weekend for
it was a pretty
that
big weekend
industry.
for it.
They have
But,
three
you know,
big weekends: the Rumble,
Yeah. So I'm
Survivor
sorry if
Series,
that-
and
yeah.
WrestleMania.
And I
Sorry if
was
that
right.
bored anybody, but
You
he
were right.
Dave got it right. He
You
got
were
it right.
right.
Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare.
Well, I was living in
was
the land
the
of
winner.
make believe because I just wanted to see different things happen, and unfortunately, nothing really different happened at all.
That was 2 big nights in a row because there was also fights on the Saturday before.
the weekend before,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The weekend
yes.
before. Was it the weekend before? Yeah, the weekend
The
before.
It was the
weekend
weekend
before.
before, yep.
The all-nighter, the 2 o'clocker.
Oh my God! That,
Oh my God.
the fights,
Everything-
what are
Every
they?
fight went to decision.
And they were good fights, but wow. Like it never.
Were they?
Yeah,
Some
no,
of
they were
them
good.
not.
Some of
They
them are
were
better than
okay.
others.
Well,
Some of them are better than
wasn't-
others.
It wasn't like a standoff where they stood and didn't hit each other for a solid 3 minutes.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Derek Lewis.
we've been through, yeah,
Francis
exactly.
Ngannou.
Wow, where the entire audience is like, please just smack each other, do something.
That was the first
Join the
fight
smack
that we actually
competition.
saw the referee stop the fight for a second
He's
and
like, "You
tell
better
them,
fight."
you guys need to engage or I'm going to deduct points.
There used to be
Smart move by the
I
ref.
forget
They
which-
still didn't though.
I forget which league used to do it, but they used to give you like a red card or like a yellow card if it wasn't exciting.
If you weren't
They'd give
engaging, I
yeah.
didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just
I
smart
think it
idea.
was
They should do
Pride.
All you got to
Might
do
have
is
been
just,
Pride.
hey, well, I mean, you'd think that the promise of a bonus for like a fight of the night would be enough to like try to make them
Well,
do something, you know? Like,
So here's something.
Just
We
make the
talked
fight
last week.
exciting.
We did talk last week a little bit about The Rock becoming an executive
Yeah.
within TKO.
yeah.
But if we step away from the WWE, that also gives him executive
Over some
authority
UFC.
over some of UFC.
A little bit, yeah.
So I'm thinking the entrances get better. Whoa.
With Pyro, you think?
Ramps.
They
Well,
walk
they'll
out
get
Pyro.
better on the mic.
Yeah,
They'll
but
go
get a little bit
pyro.
better on the mic. It won't just be Connor as a crazy
They say
lunatic.
they'll bring in-
They'll get
They'll
themes.
bring in Conor McGregor as like
Speaking-
the
did
promo
anybody
writer.
watch-
Yeah, that's it. You never know.
You
The
never
guys
know.
that just can't talk at all.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up?
Anybody watch the trailer for the new Roadhouse?
No.
Mm.
Because Conor McGregor's
No.
in it.
Well, it's Connor on his biggest. I think on
Connor
his
and
biggest
Jake
side
Gyllenhaal,
ever.
right? Connor
Yeah.
and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Connor is
Yeah.
huge.
I watched-
He
I
can't
watched the two
unfold
trailers.
his shoulders. They're
Y-
just
y-
like
I
this
think
the
we
whole
talk-
time.
I think we talked about this last week, but the
Mm.
trailers for trailers.
Yeah.
But I
remember that,
noticed
yeah.
a ton of that
For
this
Super
week.
Bowl commercials,
The
they literally do
trailers
trailers
for
for
the
a
trailers.
trailer.
But there was trailers for the trailers. So like they would show you just a little bit,
Like a
and
mini
then
trailer?
like a
they would show you
5-second
like a
trailer.
little clip, and then they're like, for the full trailer, go online, and you're like, oh god, no, I gotta
That's
go
not
to
even
YouTube to
super
watch.
new, though. I guess it is when they're advertising it to go online, but it's not super no. No, it's not super new because they've always had like mini clips or teaser clips. That's been around for a long time. I just don't think it's ever advertised. Go visit the full clip. It's just as you get closer
Well,
to
it's
the
YouTube.
movie,
You go on
they
YouTube.
extend the teaser.
They
the
go-
teaser
they go on
time.
The first that I
Yeah.
saw of it was with the last 2 Super Bowls. They were releasing little commercials in the month leading up to the Super Bowl saying to see the full commercial,
Yeah.
watch the
Watch.
Super Bowl.
Well,
Yeah.
for like a 30-second spot, it's $2 million.
Yeah.
Right. They spent a lot
I
of
do.
money.
I do know that.
And I don't know how they still do that because I can't imagine.
If you want
the
a
Super
10-second
Bowl
spot
still-
on Kickin and Crocs, $200.
We'll pay you.
looking for sponsors right now.
That'd be cool.
Hey, we'll get some. Don't you worry.
So how was your week, gentlemen?
Not word.
It was a week.
Good. No travel yet, which is good. I'm kind of still staying local. Did take I took Wednesday off to go see a junior competitive, like school band play with the kids. It was
Nice.
their class trip, so I went in as a chaperone,
Ah.
and it was awesome seeing kids between the ages of now 11 to 14 up on stage. Some of the music they played was things you wouldn't be familiar with, but then they played themes from like Moana, right? So you'd be familiar with that.
Ooh.
No, like I would have
favorite
to
Disney
Are you
search
claiming
for the error.
I would not be
Educated,
familiar
No.
with-
you are.
classical music?
Yes,
See the
I am
line
saying
where
that.
the sky meets the sea.
That was part of it. That was a song. Yeah.
It goes.
It was wild because you people don't think of how much they're affected by that type of music when they're watching movies, films,
Yeah.
commercials.
Oh.
Until you start, we literally were watching. I think it was Naruto afterwards, and I told Luke, I'm like, just listen to the wind portion of this because there's a lot
Yep.
in this anime right after coming after the
Sadness
show.
and Sorrow.
Yes.
One of the best ones.
Yes.
But no, I'm always aware of how music is affecting the emotions within a show. But it's interesting you had Wednesday off too, because my wife took Wednesday off because my son turned 6 months old. Actually, Tuesday. So she took Wednesday off, and we went to the aquarium.
He's half a year old already.
We went to the Point Pleasant Aquarium.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a nice aquarium. You know what? It's
We've been there a couple
small,
times.
but it's nice. But so her college roommate, who's a marine biologist, actually worked at the aquarium right there because she's from parents have a house in Point Pleasant. She worked there, and according to her, the penguins are jerks. She used another choice phrase I'm not going to use for
Now,
kid-friendly ears.
there's the aquarium in Seaside too, right?
Does Seaside have an aquarium?
Which is the one that Rob's uncle owns or something? He
That's
owns
in Point.
Point. That is the Point one. Same
Yes.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
So my nephew, they have it. So then it's the same penguins. The reason I'm trying to get to the point here. My nephew adopted one of those penguins. Like you can adopt them and they give you the
Aw.
name and a certificate and all that kind of stuff.
mean,
I
like,
think
he
900
took him
people-
home like Mr. Popper's penguins,
Absolutely. No,
Living
no,
in
it's more like one of
Living in the
those
house.
old.
living in the tub.
No, it's one of those old 1980s commercials. Like for a penny
Yeah,
a day,
yeah.
you can.
It's like
take care of an
adopting a spot
entire
on the
village.
highway.
Or a star in the sky, right? No, it's the Lord
It's like
Land
adopting
for,
a highway.
for Alex. He's
yeah,
the
yeah,
Lord
yeah.
with the
Or you
land.
get that little. Yeah.
Oh, literally 1 square foot. Master Andrew has that too.
That's
yeah.
mine. See,
He's
it
allowed
says
it.
my name on
I
it.
know. But it was too
God.
much to
Master
me.
Dave.
For the audio
I just
listeners,
saw Master. and I'm
for the
like,
audio
"Okay."
listeners, Nick has once again grabbed Dave's tea.
At least once a show. At least once a show.
At least once a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did the aquarium thing, which was a lot of fun. He
So-
liked my son likes the fish tanks. He definitely was into the
That's cool.
sharks and the fish and the penguins. He was
Uh-oh.
like, okay.
Maybe him and Luca will be able to.
Lucas
Buddy,
still
up
wears.
We did
shark
see a
shirts
kid
every
with
single day.
with a beanie hat like yours, except it was a shark's mouth and the shark's body.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's
we
cool.
we're like, oh, we hope Luca has one of these.
He does not actually.
Oh,
He has
man.
Gift ideas.
slippers,
Gift ideas.
shoes, shirts, but not a beanie hat.
Oh man, I gotta get that kid a beanie hat.
Well,
Is he growing out of the shark phase as he gets older?
no, he asks for more stuff all the time.
Nice. That's his thing.
His birthday's coming February 16th, and I'm sure he's gonna
Yep.
want something.
Oh,
Oh, he's a
100%.
Valentine's Day baby, almost. Almost.
Close enough. Close
True.
enough for me. So the topic we can touch on too, because you had brought it up after I guess you got the update from Rob. So my wife had off on Monday.
Right. So, yeah. So
let me do the lead in,
Ah, you
and
do
then
the
you
lead
can
in.
take in like your view or whatever. it is.
yeah.
So my wife had off on Monday. The kids had school. I had work, and she had plans with family that did not pan through.
Mhm.
My wife is a skier. She's not an avid skier, but she's a skier, and it's tough for her to go skiing because she always needs to like kind of find a buddy to go with. She's gone with my sister-in-law before. She's gone with other people. I don't like to ski. I'm not a great skier. It makes me nervous, and I need to work, so I can't get injured. So
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
eh. So
Yeah, I
the
don't
night
try skiing. I don't know
before,
anybody that skis and doesn't get
Nope.
hurt.
yeah.
Nope,
so,
never
so the
going
night
to.
before, the Rob is over. Sensei Rob has been on the show before, and we're hanging out. And I said, Nicole, you want to go skiing? Like, Rob, where are you going skiing? You want to go skiing? He's not working tomorrow. He's like, yeah, I'll go skiing. I haven't gone this season. He said he hasn't gone in 2 years. You know, as himself. He said, yeah, I haven't gone in a while.
Yeah, he
I
used
can
to
go.
snowboard a lot.
A
but
lot.
yes.
And that's what he ended up doing, snowboarding.
Yeah.
So I just went online and I said, okay, Nicole, you're going to go skiing tomorrow. Rob's going to go skiing too. He said he is. And I bought her the ski lift pass and the ticket and the rental stuff so that she can go because she never has a chance to go. I said, next time we'll all go together, but I want you to be able to get some mountain time.
So
Rob's like, okay, that's great.
So
I
Bob
said,
took your wife on a date. It
was romantic.
Yep.
They looked at each other in the eye. No, he picked her up in the morning and they went skiing and that was the end of it. So it was a good time. They got like 14 ski runs in. I guess you call them runs.
I would have no idea.
Yeah. And she's still doing well. You know, I got video of her skiing down the slope. She hadn't skied in, like I said, 3 years. So it was cool. 2 years. Same thing with my sister-in-law. She went last time. So I'm glad she's able to get out. So I guess my question is, would you feel weird if you had your wife go do something with someone else simply because that's someone that partakes in that activity?
No, not at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Not in the least.
Yep.
That's the idea of.
I'm glad that Kelsey has no say in this at all.
Exactly.
What? Say again?
I was gonna say, my wife does things that me all the time, and it's always like, oh, we go to like a running store, like a shoe store, and like they're all coming up and giving her hugs, and I'm like, who's that guy? Who's this guy? I don't know.
Exactly. It's like, did you get numbers? No, I already had them.
It's like you either trust somebody or you don't trust somebody.
Exactly.
I think that's the lesson there. Oh,
You
you getting
have to.
texties?
But it was funny because I got the joke email from you like, oh, they went out on a date. And I think you texted
It's
Nicole
just
too.
funny.
It was.
It's just funny to me.
Just the way that it was presented.
Yeah.
How was it presented?
I just.
Who told
Rob-
you? Rob told you.
Not the way that you said
Rob's
it.
Well, I
like, I
didn't
went
tell her.
skiing with Nicole. It's like, oh,
That's literally how
see,
it was.
you went on a date with Nicole. Got it.
It's like literally the way it was said was that it was just him and Nicole that went skiing. Like, it didn't mention the fact that you had to work or that the kids couldn't go or anything like
Yeah.
that. Just me and Nicole went skiing. And we're like,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Please tell me there's more. No, that was a story. Just in skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob's an interesting storyteller. Love him.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
a very interesting storyteller.
He's a storyteller at all.
Yeah, he does. He tells a good story.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
What's our next topic? Here?
Rob spins a good tale.
Well,
Right,
we
Rob,
can
you're-
talk. I mean,
He doesn't listen to this podcast.
basically, my
I know, right?
wardrobe
Unless he's
is
on.
our a lot of my wardrobe will make up some of the topics today.
All right, so let's get into that.
So
I like
let's
it.
get
Good
into
transition.
that.
I'd like to start with the hat one, please.
Okay, so the hat. So I'm wearing this lovely hat that my wife got me for Christmas.
Please describe the hat to the
It
audio
is
listeners.
a Spartan
It's a
race
really
hat.
nice hat.
I enjoy it. It is one of those what do you call them? Not adjustable fitted hat.
Fitted hat, yeah, fitted hat. But it can stretch a little bit, so it can,
So it's a
In
fitted
case
hat, which
it has-
stretches a little bit, but it was a little too. It's just it's one size, but it was a little too big for my head, just a little bit.
Okay.
Especially when you're bald, like you shave, you don't have that extra hair to just kind of lock things in place.
I know what you're talking about.
Right. Like you see how
I don't.
Yeah,
you see how Steve's hat just stays magically in place because of his mullet.
Yeah, exactly. It's 3 sizes too big for his head, but his mullet makes it fit perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not too big for my head, actually.
So
This is actually your hat.
I know I
You
gave it
this
back
to
because
me
it was too big.
because
for
it was
me.
too big for him, and it fit me perfectly.
And I didn't.
A free hat? We'll talk about that later.
Yes, that's coming too.
Dang it, that was one of the things I was going to say.
So going on. So I was like, how do I get this hat to fit just a little bit snugger? So I did. So the first thing I did was they make these
Spacers?
They make these spacers that you can get. So I bought those for like $3 online, and
Okay.
you put them in your hat. And I'm like, I liked it, but it was kind of weird.
Feels
and
weird,
yeah,
right? I never had them, but I heard it.
So so I went to the trusty YouTubes
All right, YouTubes.
and I looked up how to make a fitted hat fit better.
Okay.
So There's a-
Apply toilet paper on the top of the hat.
So
lid.
this guy rolls paper towels.
I was just making that up.
No. So,
It's
so the
actually
guy
real.
gave me 3 options, and he went in difficulty and most effectiveness, right? So the first one is like the hat spacers you can buy. He's like, but honestly, you can do paper towels around, just same as you would the hat spacers. You put it underneath the thing around your head, and it would stay a little bit better. And you could change them. So if you sweat, you can constantly change where the
Yeah,
spacers
or
you
you
can.
can lift the hat up and the paper towels start falling out of your head and it looks all weird. Got it.
It's like you would never know. He
Yeah.
actually shows it on the video, like which one has a paper towel, and you can't guess which one has them or not.
No, until they put the hat up. Yeah.
No, he did it with the hat off.
No, but when you take the hat off, paper towel falls out.
No, it doesn't.
Huh?
No, because underneath the flip.
Oh,
it's
I
underneath
get. He's
this part
tucking it
here.
in there. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. Yep.
But I'm like, again, I just want to be able to put my hat on and go.
Fair enough.
So I'm like, And what do I do? Because it's not a cotton hat; it's mostly polyester. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? How do I solve it?
Before he tells what he did, comment down below what you would do. God.
So the
wait
final
for the
one,
answers?
on this video is like, okay, now make sure you have an adult around for this. And I'm like, I'm an adult. So I
He
waited.
wasn't adult enough.
Debatable.
So I waited till my wife went to work.
Dad, I need you on the line. That's
I waited till my wife was not anywhere in the premise. She was at work safely. And so with
So I
my,
waited until the adult was not in the
Yeah,
house.
so
poor
with my
Declan's just sitting there like-
my 6-month-old son watching, what you do is you get hot water, right? So you run the sink till the water's hot, and you drench your hat.
You're trying to shrink it? Or?
That's exactly what you do.
Oh
You
my
drench it in
God.
water, right?
I can
You
only
set your
imagine.
oven to 300 degrees. So he's very precise on this. He says in the video.
I'm guessing he wasn't
300
precise
degrees.
at setting a timer.
No, it was no. It's just 300
That you
degrees.
could hear.
And then what you
Mhm.
do is you take a cookie sheet, and he's very particular in this too. You have to put tin foil down on the cookie sheet because if you just put it on the sheet, it's
It'll
gonna burn.
Yep.
So you lay foil on it. You put the hat on the foil on the cookie sheet. You put it in the oven for 5 minutes.
All right.
I did mine at 4 minutes because I was nervous. So
I wonder why.
picture the scene right now. My hat's in the oven. I have the light on so I can look into the oven. I'm crouched looking at it, make sure it doesn't burst into flames.
The
My
baby's
son
crying,
is
the
sitting in
cat's
the chair,
eating his food.
looking at me like, what is my dad doing? As I'm like staring intently at this oven, like,
Is it alive?
so then, so it goes off. You take it out. There's literally steam coming out of it.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So
No,
then
I
it's
don't
still a
wonder.
little wet though because I didn't do the full 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's still a little wet.
And
So,
it's, you need it wet. Go ahead, continue.
so then the next instruction is if it's still a little bit wet, you wait till it gets a little cooler and you can try and fit it to your head, or just throw it in the dryer and dry it. So I had to put it in the dryer and I ran a cycle and let it dry a little bit. Then I took it out, and it did shrink. Now I'm going to do one more cycle just to get it just a touch tighter, I think.
The full 5 this time or another 4?
No, I think I'm going to just do another 4 because it's already shrunk enough. So now it doesn't, it's could be a little tighter, but
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Master Dave baked his hat.
you can bake a hat.
No toppings though. Very plain.
But what
cook.
what I learned is
Very plain
what I
cook.
learned is when you see guys in pickup trucks and they throw their hat on the dash,
Yes.
and it's always sitting in the dash. Well,
Yes.
that's called baking your hat too. They use the sun to constantly
Yes.
shrink it, so over time the hat actually gets smaller and tighter.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting.
That makes sense.
This just speeds the process up, and it's the only way to really do it with polyester. Because there is another video where they show you how to wrap it in a towel and put it in the microwave, but I wasn't messing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't know
there are
about
all
that
these little tricks out there. It's like
Yeah.
the old baseball mitt trick when you get a new baseball and you
Yeah.
rub it with oil. You put the ball in the middle and then you tie it
So
up. and all that good
again,
stuff.
kids, don't unsupervised put hats.
Yes,
in
please
ovens.
don't bake a
Yeah,
hat.
don't let your fathers bake their hats.
Oh, I'm
without
baking this hat
other
again.
parent supervision.
Oh, this hat's getting baked again. One more
Better
time.
make sure Kelsey's
One more
around.
go.
Make sure Kelsey's around, please.
Look at it. It's so much better.
Adult supervision, please. He's gonna burn the house down.
Kelsey. What'd you say?
You
She said she's so glad he didn't do that while she
No,
was
I'm going to
home.
do round 2 when you are home.
Well,
I'm going to do round 2 when
You're
you
Well,
are
now
gonna
you
home.
walk
know
in and
about
see him
it.
staring at the oven and smell no
Yeah.
dessert. You know what's happening. He's cooking hats. He's cooking hats. That's
Hmm.
that's a
There
new
are a
business
couple
for you
other hats I
guys.
might bake just to see what happens.
This story's half
Oh,
baked. Let's go.
God.
Next.
oh God.
I like it.
He's
okay.
gonna start a
unnatural
hat
transition to
baking
anything
chain.
else.
Hey, listen, man, I'm not the one with the show notes. Don't look at me.
So had I known, I probably could have baked that hat instead of giving
You
it to
could've.
Steve.
You
Now
could
it's-
have. See?
Now it's mine. Now it's
Listen,
mine. Good sir.
What's the
He
old
gave me
saying
3.
when you give something and take it back? What is
He
it called?
gave me 3 hats.
You can't say that word anymore.
I know. That's what I'm trying to make you say. I know what it's called.
I think now it's called the white people give.
No, seriously. Used to be called something else.
Yeah.
Used to be called the tomahawk toss because it would go in and boomerang back.
Listen,
Oh my God.
we're gonna get canceled before we even have enough
The
subscribers
old,
to get
the
canceled.
old Australian handoff where you toss it and it comes right back to you.
That's fine.
But I know the actual
audiences
term.
are okay.
You thought I didn't know. Yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
say it.
I don't know.
Say
We
it.
know.
Say it.
We're
So
not saying
so
it.
Say it in the
Also-
comment section. What is it when you give someone?
Also
something
going
you
back
give
to
it
my wardrobe.
audio.
Also going back to my wardrobe, because I said a lot of the topics tonight are coming from my wardrobe.
Very
This
true.
lovely hoodie that I am wearing, and my wife is actually matching. Here's where she runs on screen, so you can see we're matching. And she's just nodding her head no.
We're gonna edit that picture in. If the picture just comes in and comes out.
You know,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have said anything so that the audio listeners actually thought she came on. We should have pretended that she did.
Yeah.
Just the audio listeners thought she actually did
That was
come
great,
on.
Kel.
And
they would have been
Thanks
all
on the
upset.
show. Love it.
But then
Thank
know
you
what
for
it would've
coming
done?
on, Kelsey.
But then you know what would have happened?
Come on,
Just
Then
the
we'd have to go
love-
on.
They
They
would have
lovelier
driven the audio. It would have
Zappos.
boosted
We
the
need her.
views, man. Missed opportunity.
So anyway,
We're out.
Oh well.
where
We
were
tried.
we?
Talking about your hoodie.
Close.
So this
transitions.
hoodie. So as you guys know, we run Spartan races.
Mm-hmm. Not Nick,
Yeah, as I said, by we, they do. That's how it
but Nick is going to.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So
in 5-year time frame.
No. Well, yes, but
So we bought what they call a trifecta pass. Basically, it's a 3-race pass. But they give you select items that are free. It's $115 to spend on select free items only for trifecta people. So there's
There
this
you go.
lovely hoodie and a T-shirt.
Mhm.
It cost me $0. Nothing.
Very
Zero.
nice.
Zilch. Not even shipping. So
Love it.
both
Here,
my wife
that's
and
a
I got
nice
a hoodie
Here,
and a
describe.
T-shirt.
Wait, just describe the hoodie for them so they
It's
can.
a
for the-
black hoodie.
Well-
with the logo on the back and
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
like,
Like the audio listeners want to know.
trifecta
I
and-
like that. For the different.
It
Yeah.
says
Some
Spartan.
patches
It
on the
has the
Velcro.
Spartan at the top.
Right.
It's got trifecta athlete on it. It's got this cool like double snake
Yep.
design on it.
Yeah, which is one of the things they're doing this year for the trifecta. So
Love it.
anyway,
Is snake the animal for the year? They do a different
I think
animal.
so.
They do
I
a different
think so.
animal
So
every
the
year.
argument became Steve
know.
also has a trifecta pass. He's
I
like,
do.
yeah, I'm not getting that. I was like, why? He's like, I don't need it. I was like, but it's free.
But I
Well,
don't
you
need it.
always
say
get
the total
free
value
stuff.
of the stuff you can
$115.
$115.
You see, here's the thing. If I had went and gone and bought $115 worth of other merchandise, then I can understand why you guys would be like, "What are you doing?" But I'm not getting anything else. There's no extra
You
stuff.
No, but how much have you invested already?
But
in
you
Spartan
bought the
races?
pass.
I
So
bought the
you
pass,
bought the
yeah.
pass, and this
So
comes
why
with
would
the
I?
pass.
Yeah, that's great.
Because it comes with the pass.
but
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Because, and here's his argument. I have 4 hoodies.
I do already
Like,
have hoodies.
what?
I'm fine. I'm
like,
good.
what?
Then you think of your next step. Can I give this to someone?
And that is where we're
No,
going
no.
next. There we
No.
go.
Rewind.
Okay, all right.
If you get
Gonna come back to
something
that,
for
though.
free,
You should
you
take 3.
take it. You take it. And then you decide what to do with it after the fact. But if it's free,
Now, if
you
they tell you,
take
if they
it.
literally tell you by not taking this, it will be redonated to folks that couldn't afford it,
No,
then that's
that's
if
not
they
how it
were to
works.
say that. No, there are places where
Yeah,
if you
that's
donate
not how it
Places do
this
that.
item, it's like you can get a free turkey, but if you don't do the turkey and you
Yep.
donate it out, right? Stuff
But,
like
Yeah,
but
that.
that's
here's,
true.
here's my other thing. 4 hoodies.
This isn't one of those
You
situations.
have 4 hoodies. Tell you what, those 4 hoodies will eventually get old. You put
Correct.
this one in storage; it's ready for you when your hoodies wear out. Number 1. Number 2, you take this hoodie, you put it in your truck, you put it underneath the seat. It's your backup hoodie. Oh, you know what? I'm at the beach. It's a little colder than I expected. Here's my hoodie.
I
all the
can
times we go to
quite
the beach.
literally take one of the 4 that I have and do exactly that. And
But
then I
you're
still have
not. But
3
you
others.
haven't. That's my point.
I-
You wouldn't have to
I
take one of your
did.
4 hoodies.
I did though. You after you told me because he told me this before the podcast. He told me this a couple of days
hopeless.
ago.
He's
Don't-
hopeless.
There are certain things you just let go. These are
But
one of those
now we've
things. You're not
decided
gonna
what I'm going to
win.
do with
What a
my
backup
free
hoodie
stuff.
does. Yeah.
We have decided what I'm going to do with my free hoodie from the trifecta
Alex
pass.
said he would take it, and the next like,
me. Well, Alex isn't here, and Nick actually Nick gifted us those wonderful Kickin' and Crocs hoodies. So I do technically owe him one.
but
you
Nick's gonna be
think about
walking around like he ran a Spartan race.
But he's going. But he's
No,
going to be
'cause
running a
one of
Spartan
the-
race.
I'm going to re-gift it to my family. They're going to wear it.
But he is going to be running a Spartan
Do
race.
they have
too.
more than 4 hoodies? Because you can't have more than 4 hoodies.
3. They share the third.
No, I could have more, but I don't need
Listen,
more.
I don't. Nobody needs.
Any of this stuff.
Yeah, right. You
Exactly.
need one article of clothing.
Exactly.
You don't
Like-
need a mic and a podcast, but we have it because we enjoy it.
Well, exactly, because it just makes the experience better.
So as somebody
Correct.
that knows how to dress, you don't want to have the same outfit over and over again. So if you have 4 hoodies,
I don't have the same outfit over and over again. I
you
have 4
hoodies.
different
The
ones.
4 is nothing. Four is nothing.
Why would you need multiple articles of clothing to have different outfits? If I wear the
Listen,
top with a
Luca
different pair of
literally
pants,
wore
that
a
different pair of pants
Christmas
come
shark
yeah.
hoodie today.
Good for him.
Mike, it's not Christmas, dude.
Yeah, that's a little weird, but yeah, you know,
Uh,
Well, you
Wow.
know what it is? It won't get enough use. Right?
that's a good point. He's at a point. He's got
I
a
really like
point.
this shirt. I'm like, all right, whatever.
He's got a point.
But he's got like 900.
Listen,
because he wears them
And
all
my
the
wife and I are both getting more hoodies because we're doing the polar bear plunge.
Oh,
They
nice.
give you a hoodie for that.
time. Nice.
So I have a lot of hoodies. Four.
Listen, stop cramping
Please.
my style.
And how
Four is
often-
more too many already.
How often do you wear these hoodies?
Often because I cycle through and different
Congratulations.
outfits.
I cycle
different,
through mine as well.
different outfits call for different hoodies.
Correct.
And sometimes you want a different flair, and sometimes
Yes. Correct.
the person you're with doesn't want to see you in the same 4 cruddy hoodies you've worn over and over.
That's
and
when you break out the
over.
other jackets.
Oh, you didn't know about the other jackets. Steven holding out on you.
Mhm.
Sir,
He's got the backup of backups.
sir,
All
he's
set.
I don't
got
have
like
as many as
one
you.
other jacket.
That's incorrect. I have 3
Three.
other jackets.
3, Dave. Come on. When there's 3, you know you're free.
Yeah.
You no longer need
All I'm saying.
hoodies.
So,
it's, you know,
There
I'm
are
just,
some folks
just-
that don't wear any hoodies.
It's very true.
There's a great
very
great
true.
book.
We don't wear hoodies often, though. Like when you're going out. I guess during the day you would.
During
During the
the
wintertime,
day,
he
during the
does.
Yeah.
winter
During the day, he
time,
does.
depending on where I wear them to workouts, depending on where we're going.
Yeah.
If I can, when it gets a little bit warmer, what I'll do is if I don't have to put a jacket over it, I'll do a hoodie with a blazer,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is always
yeah,
a good look.
Yeah, that does
Yep.
look cool.
Yep.
That is one thing that I need. I need a
The
good
thinner
blazer.
hoodies with the blazer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even these. I mean,
Would that fit under a blazer
Yeah, it
company?
depends on the blazer, but yes, I have some blazers that will fit under, and you just rock that, and then
That is one thing that I do need is a good blazer.
I wear this under a blazer.
I don't have a
I
good
do.
blazer.
That works too.
Cool. Yep.
Actually, yeah, that would look pretty good.
So,
Under a blazer,
so
yeah. Comment
never
below
turn
your
down free
fashion.
stuff.
Comment below your fashion preferences as
never,
far as
never turn down.
Everyone's like, we don't wear blazers.
Never
So-
turn down
Dang
free
it.
stuff. Speaking of which, since we're talking about free stuff and how you should never turn it down, what's the weirdest free stuff you guys have received, gotten?
Well, I gave away. I put a couch and a queen bed on Facebook Marketplace.
for free.
Yep. And the couch was $50.
I was gonna say you will
Or
at least
maybe-
charge a little bit of money for it.
Maybe-
You know?
was it $50, $80, $80, whatever it was. It was a couple bucks. And then the bed was free because I feel like you have a hard time giving away a bed sometimes because people are afraid of if something's in it or whatever. Who
Cooties,
knows?
yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, exactly. Literally same day. Same day sold on Facebook Marketplace.
Nice.
I came and got it.
Facebook
instantly.
Marketplace is underrated.
There are some really cool things that I want to get off that site.
But you
There's-
didn't. I mean, you didn't get that for free.
Yeah,
You gave it
so
away for free.
things
That
that
still
I've
counts. You know, kind
things
of
that I've been
stuff away.
looking at on the marketplace to get is I don't know if it's weird, but I really want like a natural wood with resin tabletop.
Weirdo.
Yeah. The
No, I
ta-
know the ones you're talking about. Those are cool.
Yeah, they have a place. I finally found a place that sells just different tops of those.
Yeah.
'Cause then I can get the. I
My
can put
brother-in-law
them
makes them.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, every now and then.
He's
yeah.
in Missouri. Can't help me out now. I need him here.
He cannot help you. Have
I
no
know.
sir.
He's so talented. I was really upset when he left. He's so good.
Yeah, we should have gotten him on the podcast when he was in town for a little bit, but we didn't.
should
Well,
have.
hey,
Yeah.
listen,
Next
he'll be
time.
back. Yes, they won't be the only. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
I told him he
He'll
owes
be
us a
back.
re-recording of and saying the name
The,
correctly.
We can always
The,
zoom him in as well. You know.
The
we haven't tried that yet.
I got these Swedish
I know.
fish
I have
for free.
I have an idea on how to do it. Oh, you did got a Swedish fish for free.
Um,
I got these gummy bears for free.
because Nick gave them to me.
Right next to me. Nick gave me
Um,
those as well. Nick gives us a lot of free stuff.
This hoodie
It
was
ends
free.
up free by the time it gets to them. Yes.
His hoodie was free.
Free for us, not for him.
Yeah,
I've,
I like the hoodie. What else? What have you got for free?
Well, like I did ask you before we started the podcast, like, are we counting stuff that we've just like found, like abandoned? Because technically that's for
It's
free.
free.
Yeah.
I've found several gibbets.
Yeah,
Gibbets
he
for
does
the
find
croc
it for,
charms.
like when they're
There are quite a
So
few croc
we-
charms that have been abandoned that I,
was
found
wrong.
for free.
I was wrong with the weirdest thing I gave away. We got a pack of 3 frozen pizzas. They were individually, wrapped frozen
Yes.
pizzas. We tried one. We did not like it.
Okay.
Nicole put it up on the free site, and someone came and got frozen pizzas from us.
That tastes
wait, she
awful.
put it up.
Yep.
What?
That tastes awful.
And we couldn't.
Huh.
It was really we didn't like it, and she's
And
like,
somebody
"Maybe
actually came and got it.
that day.
I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
That day.
Facebook
I've used
Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, you
I-
have.
I've
Listen,
sold.
Nicole couldn't have
Yeah.
been.
Listen,
so,
I sold a dining room
she could have
table.
been happier. She
I have
goes,
more things that I've gotten for
I
free.
sold a
What's going on?
Facebook. I sold my dining room table on Facebook Marketplace.
Yep.
2 tables. I sold 2 tables on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I've sold some things on there. There's some
I've sold
cool
never
stuff.
sold
There's a
anything.
lot of cool collectibles.
Yeah,
Like so,
it's not.
Dragon Ball. They have loads of
Yeah.
Dragon Ball collectibles that are
Mm.
really.
I'm waiting to see if Steve brings up all those free meals he gets for me every Wednesday.
I was. Oh, how'd you know what I was about to put up? How'd you know I was about to bring that up? No, I wasn't about to bring that up at all. The thing that I was about to bring up though is something that I've gotten for free from you. I've gotten 3 things
Yes.
for free. Actually, if we're not counting the set of hats that I mentioned before, I've gotten 3 free things from good old Master Dave here.
Those are called Christmas gifts, jerk.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say, gifts are not
I'm
the same
kidding.
thing. but-
No. The first one is a couch.
Yes.
I got a couch from Master Dave for free.
This is true.
Before he bought this couch, actually, I think it was in one of the podcast, a couple of the podcast episodes.
It was,
was early
indeed.
on.
So
Yeah.
you would have seen it early on. So I got the smaller of the 2 couches.
Which lives in his parents' living room right now, I believe.
Yes,
Your dad
actually loves it.
strategically placed it.
He actually loves
Like,
it.
you should leave it right here.
No, actually, he was
Just
he
lays
was
out on
saying it was hysterical when I first said that I was bringing home a couch. He was like, "Huh? Like, where are we putting this thing?" And I was like, "Well, we could just because our couch is kind of like this one, only it's not a complete U.
Yeah.
So
It's
use
just
it
like
out
it's
now.
a corner. It's just a corner." So I said we could just complete the U. And he's like, "All right." So he brought it in, we put it down, and now he loves it. He loves having the extra space for people to sit. He's like, "Yeah, when you move out, can you just leave that couch there?" I was like, "No."
Yeah, that's coming with me.
The second thing was an entertainment center that this man got
Yeah.
because he ended up getting 2 of them shipped to him because one of them was busted, right?
No, actually, it was fine. I
No,
just
the double order came in late, right?
no. I actually just bought that one because we like it better because it matched our furniture.
Oh.
But this is it looks exactly like this, right? No, it's not. This isn't
No,
the kind that you gave
This
me.
is. So I got one.
Yep.
I gave it to him.
He did. He didn't like it.
I liked it, but then we saw this and it matches like everything else in my house. So like, oh man, we should have just gotten that.
So
And
then
then
he gave that to
we were
me.
like, let's just get it. You want you want your house to be like so like it matches the table behind the couch here that everything
Mhm.
sits on.
It
I'm
it
does.
matches
still
that.
matching furniture, so I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
he gave it to me, and now it's in my garage.
Yep.
And or my father's garage, I should say. It's not mine.
It's your garage
Okay.
right now.
Family garage. got
Yeah,
it.
family garage. And then the final thing was a tiny little, what would you call it? Chair, couch. It's not
So
a couch.
it's like sort of a couch, but
It's
it's,
not
like
a
a
love
tiny.
seat either. It's
no,
like,
it's smaller than that.
yeah.
It's that little red couch that used to sit in my office, but
It's
it's
like,
like
yeah, it's like a
it's
little,
like what you
little
would bring to a
chair type
college
deal.
dorm room, like
Yeah.
like
It has like a little
ottomans underneath.
little ottoman that you could pull out.
Can
to put
anybody
feet
else
up.
envision this? Because I'm somewhat envisioning it, and I'm somewhat envisioning
Picture
it as like
a
footstool.
couch. It's like two. It's just the length
Yeah.
of your cushion and my
Yeah.
cushion.
Oh, all right.
And then a little ottoman that you
Like
can
a
A
put
little
little
love
ottoman,
seat.
but it's
yeah.
tiny.
Kind of like a love seat, not exactly.
tiny.
But yeah. So then he asked me if I wanted it
Nice.
covered in cat hair.
Hey,
as
I
it was.
told him I was like, it's covered in cat hair, man.
I will
It's for the
vacuum it.
cat.
It's fine
Yeah,
as long as
clean
Luca
it.
doesn't go anywhere near it. It'll be fine.
We'll be good.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so you
For a
looked
little while,
at
he
it because we talked about maybe letting Luca have it, but it was covered in cat hair.
I
and
know which one. it
I
is.
have
Yeah.
one more thing as well. I have a giant. Oh, how 65-inch TV?
yeah, giant TV.
65-inch TV.
Not for
from,
me.
From Scott.
Yeah.
From Scott, because he ended up
Nice.
getting a bigger TV.
Yeah.
And he asked if any of us wanted it, and I was like, yeah. Because so basically, what I'm doing is I'm collecting free things for when I move out, so I really don't have
Yeah.
to buy anything.
But he really
That's
should just put that
smart.
TV in his
Exactly.
in his bedroom and just.
You should hook up your computer to it.
That's right. That could be your monitor.
Oh no, actually, we use it as the family TV right now.
Oh.
When
So
I
you-
when I move out, I'm
So
taking
when
it
you
with me.
move out, you're taking the giant TV, the
And the
couch.
couch.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Taking it with me.
This
You're
guy.
like, he's gonna
It's
bring
all
him a little like 17-inch
know why?
box TV.
No,
There you go, guys.
No, you know why? It's because my
Here's
dad,
your little CRT monitor. That you're
No. My dad already said that he's going to be.
12-inch.
My dad already said he's going to be buying a newer, bigger TV when I do end up moving out because he's wanted one. He wanted one before I got the one from Scott, but then I got the one from Scott, so he's like, "Why
Yeah.
am I going to buy one right now? We have one."
Yep.
So
You should have been like, no, we don't have one.
I
have
have
one.
And he's like, no, you don't have a bedroom. I have one.
I'm trying to-
man.
what if
He's
free
already
things-
planned out what my bedroom is going to be.
What
once
if
I'm
free
gone.
things
Oh,
I've got?
really?
Yeah.
I love it.
Free
Oh, man.
things.
Yeah, have you got anything really?
Trying to think like
really-
weird.
besides
free
the hoodie that
things.
you're wearing? Ooh.
Well, I mean, I got my first pair of Crocs for free.
We've
That's
gotten free stuff too. So I got a working desk in the garage for my wood burning.
Ooh.
Really
Nice.
nice,
Very nice.
high wooden desk. And
You
then
should
from Master
wood burn us
Paul,
some Kickin and Croc
Yeah.
stuff.
we'll see. I owe my friend a wood burning product.
Yeah.
Like, we could.
The amount of free baby stuff I have is
Then-
off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I can
always
imagine.
Yeah.
That's
I
always the
had-
case.
I have clothes for Luca until he's 22.
Yeah,
Like, he's
yeah.
never, and they're good clothes because
Because when he's 22, he should be about
He's
10
not going to be.
months
He's not going to be any bigger.
Exactly. Well, my cousin has 2 boys, and then my other cousin has 3 boys.
Yeah.
So it's just
A lot of
like,
hand-me-downs, huh?
There's a lot of hand out, and they're like brand new. Some of the kids we've gotten clothes with the labels still in there.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, great. And I'm talking like, good quality clothes. So I love it. But now the problem is some of the kids are like 5'11", 6'1". So we're not getting that generation of clothes anymore. Right?
No, don't think he's going to make
way
it
off
there.
of that for now.
Don't think he's going to make it. You can always have it tailored, but I mean, still, it's money.
It might cost me more to get them
Yeah.
tailored. Take a whole foot off.
Yeah.
I got my cat for free.
Okay, that's good.
That's a pretty good free gift.
That's good.
It's a pretty good free gift.
Cat
It's
needed a
never
home.
free. You're paying for food.
No, I
and
won't.
all that good stuff.
What was the other thing?
What?
You got your wood burning desk thing, and then
Oh,
something else?
no. And
clothes he was
Master P had that 3-leveled, made out of wooden kind of like, it's not really a shelf with like little baskets, but they're all in unison. And I put that by the wood burning set too, because I'm able to put supplies in there. So I get a lot of my wood burning stuff is free, not the actual wood burner itself, but I'll get supplies that I can either use or storage. And you can find that out, even if you want, for anyone that's ever interested in wood burning or wood carving, they have a lot of the like people, as they're cutting wood for the season, they'll cut discs to preset the edges of the wood, and then you can use those discs as base frames for wood carvings, and you can get those for free pretty often. So that's pretty cool too. That's not it might be a boring topic, but if you're into that kind of stuff, yeah, you can find it.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I
Anything
have
else?
a
for
hard time
free?
remembering like all the free stuff.
I'd love to know what you guys get for free, or maybe what's the weirdest free thing
Mm-hmm.
you may have passed on. So not necessarily free, but really low cost. And maybe this is not this podcast. We'll talk about it another time. But like if you go to like the farmers markets, even out of state, and what you've seen, that has been
The
I've seen
weirdest
some
free.
wild
The
stuff.
weirdest. I mean,
Mm.
it was free. So when I lived at the condo, there was things in the dumpster.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing I ever saw at the dumpster, which was free if I wanted to take it, but I didn't. A mannequin head,
Huh?
just like
Al Snow.
yeah, exactly like that. Yes,
No way, really.
100%. Just sitting there next to the dumpster. It's like, that is
Um,
the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Why would someone want that again?
Oh,
I
if
couldn't
they're
tell you.
a beautician, or I guess if they're going to do hair. No, I'm not kidding. You'll have the
Yeah, they have
mannequin,
them for doing
you
for
put
doing
the
hair.
wig on and you'll
yeah.
cut hair. I know because my 2 cousins, one here and one in Italy, both own their own shop, and that's
My
part of the
wife,
school.
my wife's so my mother-in-law wins free stuff all the time on radio call-in shows.
Oh, good for her.
Like
Nice. I used to have a friend that did that. She's the only one that called.
it's,
They're like,
I
"Call
mean,
her
no,
100."
she has crazy
You
luck.
win.
No, so like crazy luck. So like when I say like wins things, like I'm not talking like oh she won like $10 to the local mall. Like let's see, let's go over some of the things she's won.
Car.
She won a car.
Jeez.
She won a Honda Accord.
Wow.
She won a
what
Honda
good
Accord.
car. Look at Steve's like, I can win a Honda
Yep.
Accord. Oh, I love it. I had a Honda Accord.
She won.
Alright,
She won tickets, an all expenses paid trip to Barcelona, Spain, to see the Imagine Dragons.
Wow.
And that- my
a
wife-
concert. Wow.
My wife and
You better start
so
calling radio
she
shows.
did it.
That's
She
exactly
did
what
it.
I'm going to start doing.
She did it under Kelsey's name. So Kelsey and my sister-in-law Jen went to Barcelona. It was like a 2-night thing.
On the radio station.
Yeah, they didn't pay a dime and to go see the
Oh
Imagine
my
Dragons. So they saw the Imagine
God.
Dragons in Barcelona, Spain.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And then she wins Yankees tickets all the time. So they go to Yankees games all the time. They don't
She
pay
can keep
anything
those.
for that.
You better start making some phone calls.
I guess I'm going to have to, right?
Yeah. But
I'll do it in
and
your name.
We got like Mom
Kelsey,
and
my
Tommy
wife.
tickets for
So,
$14.
you
each.
won a car. So your mom's won a car, trip to Barcelona,
Did we miss anything?
Yankees tickets, anything else? It's a merit. Yeah.
She won
She won
$500
$500
a bunch
times.
of times.
Yeah. That paid for Kelsey's college. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Oh my God.
I mean, I
That
might
is
as
so
well tell
fun.
my younger siblings to start doing that because they're going to be heading off to college. soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start calling radio
Yeah,
shows.
let's
You
go,
ain't
man.
doing-
Let's go.
You ain't filling the time with anything else.
I
good.
know the coolest free thing I got. I got now. I know.
Oh no, he's excited, folks.
Drum roll, please.
What is it? 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 What is
A
it?
Vespa scooter.
That is
Ooh,
true. The Vespa.
yeah.
I had a Vespa scooter.
That's right. You mentioned that before.
And
I remember that.
understanding.
I
Dave,
won
It
it.
was so fitting.
So
I
him.
won it on a. So it was a radio show, but it was a fill out something online. So I filled out online, and sure enough, They called me. I thought it was a joke when
Whatever
they called me.
happened to the Vespa?
I had the Vespa for a little bit, and then
It's not
it was
cool
when I still
anymore,
lived in the.
man.
No. I lived in the condo. Somebody in the condo backed into it, like knocked over, backed into it, and I never saw them again. Like there was no cameras, there was no nothing. So I came out, my scooter's like on its side,
Oh man.
and then I was like, do I really want to spend money to get it repaired? And then one of the maintenance guys at the condo was like, I could take that off your hands. He's like, I'd really like to fix for my wife, and I was like, okay. So so it sat there for a little bit, and then he's like, if you're not gonna do anything with it,
Now, for folks listening, you have to understand like why this fits Dave, right? He also, what do you drive normally, Dave?
Mini Cooper.
A Mini Coupe.
We've said that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It just like you should be in the Italian Job, that movie.
I
you feel like everything you drive fits that movie.
well,
and
I
your
and I
personality.
enjoyed the
You should
Vespa.
rob banks
So
with
even
a
the Vespa-
Mini Coupe and a
Actually,
Vespa.
during Sandy, I brought the Vespa into the condo, so it was in my living room. I actually have a picture of it sitting in my living room. But I have to say, it was 49 cc, so it was just below what you would need a motorcycle license for.
Yep.
So I didn't need a motorcycle license, but it also meant it only went 40 miles per hour. So it was terrifying to be on any sort of road because if the speed
Not being able to outrun anybody.
no, and they're quiet. And 40 miles per hour is very fast feeling when there's no sound dampeners, no. So if you ever not been in a car and just been on something going that fast, it's frightening. And then the law is you can go on any road that's 5 miles. So you can if you max out at 40 miles per hour, you can go on a 45 mile per hour road. You're okay to do that legally. So I drove it to the Tom's River Karate School one time.
Oh my
for,
God.
Wait, what road were you on?
For a tournament.
You weren't on Brick Bull, on Old Hooper.
So I took the whole
Back roads, probably.
all the back
Yeah.
roads. Yeah, so I took
So
all
you
the
weren't on Old Hooper. You crossed over it.
I crossed over.
Yeah,
Past Drum Point. So my God, it took me the longest
I
it's
was
ever
gonna
taken to
say
get
like
to Tom's
a
River School,
day.
but freaking terrifying. And I was like, okay, maybe this isn't for me.
Yeah, I'm not a motorcycle guy. I want to be in the car.
Maybe this is just for local driving.
Well, they were
Well, to
zipping
be
by me, but
fair-
I mean, there's plenty of times where in the boardwalk area where it's like, man, I would love to have my Vespa.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, a Vespa is really made for cities because the traffic is so dense, or like the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can weave
It's
in and
not
out,
meant
yeah.
for.
my
you know,
parents always get
main
them when they go to
roads.
like a vacation. So some of the vacation spots they go, like the whole town.
Nicole is
use Vespas.
terrified of motorized two-wheeled anything. She doesn't want to do any of it.
It's not. Maybe Rob will get her on a motorcycle.
Will that be their second date?
You got to keep it. You got to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Vespa is probably the
I'll go on that date. I'll go on a
coolest
motorcycle. She
free
won't.
thing I've gotten.
Like Rob, take me away.
So it was neat. It was neat.
That's
it
cool.
was a good time in life. I don't think I need
I
one
forgot
again,
about
but-
the Vespa. I
Yeah,
totally
man.
Forgot about that.
I mean, I
It
was
was like
doing
a sky blue too, wasn't it?
and the best. It was a teal green.
It was sky.
And no, it wasn't. I have pictures. It was a green. The best part of it too was I drove it to Master Andrew's house one time.
Okay.
So
Andrew's in his pickup truck with the American flag.
No.
flying. He's like,
I drove it to one of the kids' birthday
salute
parties
that.
because where the condo was, Andrew's not that far from. So it's like, all right,
Yeah, buongiorno.
pull up to the birthday party. So now it was like a month of owning this thing, and Master Paul was there. And
Oh
it's like-
no.
Can you imagine him on it?
He did go on it. That's what was the
He
best.
did
about
not.
it. So
He did.
100%. So
Yeah,
Master
that's
Paul.
Master
Oh
P.
my
Go
God.
for it.
So Master Paul used to ride Harley motorcycles, and so he's
Yeah, it's
like,
exactly the
It's a
same.
little different.
so he saw. He's like, oh
Not
my.
as cool.
He's like, oh my God. He's like, this is cool. This first time he saw it since I
That's
wanted.
him trying it so nice.
So-
This
one
is
of those pull
this
ones?
is so
Like,
cool.
you
So-
pull the string in the back.
So
and
he
then
got on it, and for those of you that don't know Master Paul, he's a giant man. So he got on this little 49cc.
Did the tires
Vespa.
pop immediately?
It
or?
looked. Now he rode it down the street and back, but it looked like. Remember those circus bears on the tricycles? You know what I'm talking about? You remember like those circus bears on the tricycle? That's what it looked like. He sat on my Vespa, but it was like the Vespa disappeared,
He need.
and he just
I
like,
mean,
nah.
Dave, to be fair, you're probably less than half his size. So
Oh
for
yeah,
you, it
I'm
was
like a leg.
For you, it was like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's no way.
He rode it
I'm glad he
down.
didn't
He rode down the
get hurt.
street
That
and
picture-
basically stopped, lifted it up, turned it
Picture in
around.
my
All you needed
Oh,
in the
yeah.
background was like,
It was
Wow.
I didn't think he was gonna get on it, but he sure enough, he ran it down the street and back.
That's too
Well, the man's not afraid to try new things. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That Vespa was cool. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And you did told me you were getting.
I
back
would
into
I
it.
would do it again, but if I ever got another Vespa, I would have to like, I would want something faster. I think. But I felt a little bit more comfortable getting up the
Yeah, I
traffic speed.
wonder because when you have your driver's license, if you were to go, because they let you rent it when you're out of state. Like if you go to Europe or whatever, people have them, rent them all the time. I don't think they all have motorcycle licenses.
No, but it's
Well, it's not
United
because they're
States
right under
law.
it. Yeah.
That's what I have to
It's a
check.
U.S.
Okay,
law.
I'll have to check. Because they still need Vespa licenses in Italy, but it's like at 14. I don't know if like once you get to a certain age, you no longer need it at
I
all.
guess it would have to depend too on like how fat, because 49 cc is like the limit,
Yeah.
and then like you know those 3-wheel
the Fergon.
the Polaris slingshots
Oh,
that are
those-
cars.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
up
yeah,
until
yeah.
like a couple of years ago, you
They're
needed
wild.
you needed a motorcycle license for those.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and state dependent. But in New Jersey, you needed a motorcycle license for them, and it was only like last year, or the year before, we're like, you know what? It's a car. You don't need a motorcycle. license for
It's a
it.
car with 3 wheels.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, it's the
Well,
craziest
literally,
hybrid.
it's the steering is a car.
Right.
Steering. It's not like it
And-
has handlebars.
Yep.
But because it uses a motorcycle engine,
That's the only reason
And
why.
it's-
Yeah.
it's a chain,
And it's
that
open,
drives.
similar to, like, a
Right.
motorcycle, yeah.
So I guess they felt, but like, it's not a motorcycle.
I'm sure there had to be some lobbying for that. It's like, can we
Yeah.
just sell these things,
100%,
please?
yeah.
Can we sell these
Stop.
things? Can you stop requiring you to have a bike license?
Yeah. So that's probably the coolest free. I completely forgot that was totally free. I didn't even get hit with a tax thing on that.
That's
I don't
pretty
even know
cool.
how that. I was expecting to pay a prize tax. Don't come after me.
Now that he said that,
The doors. There's someone knocking on the door right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Sir, this is the IRS.
Oh man, it's so funny. There's
My wedding venue was
nothing is
free
cool
too
like
during
that.
COVID.
the outdoor.
Because
one.
we did,
The
yeah,
outdoor one
we
with
did
the
a
gazebo?
park.
It
Yeah.
was
Was
first
it?
come, first serve.
Wow.
Did a park.
Wow,
The risk of it
folks.
was
Now, is normally their fee for that area, or is it always free even now?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if it's just free for COVID.
Like
maybe.
for them to just keep people coming to the area.
We
I don't know.
just, I mean, there was a
possible.
wedding going on before
No, 'cause
us.
there are folks that
nice.
constantly say, weddings are, I can't get a wedding for under now, like $50,000, $60,000.
Sorry.
Well, find a free venue and then meet everybody at a restaurant. Have everybody bring food to the
We
back of your
did-
house. You're done.
Well, that's so we had a COVID wedding, obviously. So we got to use our venue the year after, but
Yeah.
the year,
They got married twice.
but
I
but
know.
during
so
COVID,
nice to do it twice.
but during
Yep.
COVID, we literally had pizza and
And she
subs
said
in my
yes
in-laws'
twice.
backyard.
Jeez.
Way to make her overcommit. Sorry.
Yeah,
what?
so we did pizza and subs in the in-laws' backyard, but the gazebo itself, we got married in Spring Lake Gazebo. That didn't cost
That was
anything.
beautiful.
That was just show up
Yep.
because
I-
we
had a
called.
great
We
time.
called the township and like, how do we go about? And they're like, just show up. We're like, what? Like, yeah, if, you can't kick somebody. So if there's people there, if there's
You can't kick them out, yeah.
you can't be like,
Gotta
hey.
let them finish up, yeah.
But there was actually a wedding going on before us. I'm like, oh man, we told people to be here by this time, and they actually wrapped up their wedding, and then we did ours. And
Well, I guess it was probably because they know that this is a public park, so
Yeah.
they can't be dilly-dallying
And-
around. And we didn't
yeah.
dilly-dally around either.
no, we
Well,
really didn't.
Like I'm kind of out of the wedding age range for people, right? All my friends all kind of got married already.
Mm.
But right now, from what I'm hearing, so my neighbors now are engaged. They're looking to get married, and the price tags are
Oh, they're hard.
Insane.
So you
like
you know you
70
still have some
grand.
weddings to go to though. You still
depends on
got-
how,
I got a
still got
couple.
some.
I'm
you
sure
still
there's
got some coming
folks
up.
Still,
We
yeah.
got we got family like Kelsey and I still have some. Well, she's
No,
younger
but I know
than
you
me.
have. I'm saying like,
She's
you
younger
know
than me,
when
but-
you hit like between the
Yeah.
ages of 20 and 30.
Most of the
you have
weddings,
that, like
yeah, the,
slew of
Influx.
weddings.
almost
Yeah.
all the weddings are Kelsey's side of the family right now. So
Mm.
like her family in Colorado was having a wedding, but like there's still like Shay. Shay, if you make the cut, there's
Master
Shay.
P's daughter.
We'll see.
I don't know if you
I'll
make
be.
the
I'll try
cut,
to stay
but-
on the good side. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
Did we have any other
I'm excited for
topics?
them though. That's a great couple.
I don't think we had any more topics.
I
right?
know.
Is that
I
it?
mean, let's see. Baked hat, yes. We talked about that. Free stuff and why you take it, yes. Strange free stuff, yes. Fight recap done. Dave right. Dave was right about the wrestling.
Dave was right about his
And
wrestling.
then I mentioned the aquarium,
You did
which
mention
was
the aquarium.
pretty cool. I did mention the
Alright.
aquarium.
Well, then I think
Cool.
that just about covers it,
I love
gentlemen. I think we've been going
Good stuff.
for almost an hour. Not quite an hour, but
Wow,
almost an hour.
Not quite an hour, but we learned about my cool free stuff. So
About 50 minutes.
And the Vespa takes the cake.
Oh,
that
absolutely,
and the
100%.
Honda Honda Accord.
Yeah, that one.
Oh
that
my
was,
God,
man.
So
Tough.
so
Jeez.
Or the
Do you
free
want
trip.
do you want the demise of the Honda Accord? Do you want to know what happened to the Honda
What
Accord
happened to the Honda
before
Accord?
we leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
So Kelsey's dad was driving the Honda Accord. He goes to the city.
Like a bear on a tricycle.
So he goes to the city for he goes to a city. So he would park at the train station and he would go into the city for work.
Okay.
So he parks at the train station, goes in the city. It's actually going in for like a holiday party.
Okay.
Comes home from the holiday, gets off the train. Car's nowhere in sight.
Of course.
One of the girls take it, not tell
No,
him.
no, no. So he's
Look at
so
now,
he's
she's loud. Look. I'm not
so,
far.
No. Okay, so he's looking. He can't find it. He can't find it. So
Or the
finally,
wrong train station.
he starts calling, home. And they think, oh, maybe Dad had too much to drink at the thing, at the party. How could he not find his car? So was it your sister? So Jen drives over to go help him. Look, it's not there. They have to call the police.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
The car was hit, totaled. So somebody.
I'm
So-
sorry, I can't. Can you
So
give me? I can't
so
hear.
we're in the P. So they're in the PNC.
Yep. You can see.
Vanguard. So the car was some woman
Man.
drove in, must have lost control or she was drunk. I don't know. She took out like 3 cars. She was texting. While she was driving.
Don't do that.
Clipped the cars. So in the parking lot, just took out some cars. They towed her dad's car. So when they're talking to the police officer, they're trying to figure out. He's like, "Well, I left a note in the car."
That
said
got
that?
taken
The
away.
officer, they left a note in the car that was towed away. So there's a note in the car, and then they took the car
For
away. How are they
every-
supposed to see the
For
note?
every series of amazing police officers out there, there's always that one instance where you're
So,
not
yeah.
thinking through it.
So they left the note in the
And
car and then took the car away. And he shows up looking for his car. Well, we left a note in the car they took away.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And
Kelsey,
true
you should have
story.
read the note.
That's 100%. And that was the demise of the
funny.
free Honda Accord.
Now, hopefully you got did you get insurance money for it or something. I mean, hopefully you got something.
Right. So at that point, they had used that
So-
free car to 200,000 miles. And
So
like,
it got a lot of love.
So yeah,
It
at that
got a lot
point,
of love, that
it
car.
got its use in. Yeah.
It
But-
got at least a year's worth of driving. Go
but
ahead.
let me
That's
just
crazy.
point
10
out.
years. That's awesome.
Let me just point out
Pointing something
that
out.
the demise of both free vehicles in my life and my wife's life
was through
was
accidents.
through people randomly hitting it and not being there. I wasn't there when somebody randomly hit my scooter. Their free Accord was hit when nobody was there. Let that be a lesson. Keep an eye on your free stuff.
I'm just gonna say right now, if you hit someone or hit something, take ownership. Don't hit and run or try to take
No.
off. Do the right thing.
Don't
Stick
try and get
around.
away scot free.
Ah.
Yeah, you see what I did there?
On that note, my
yes,
friend. On that
I
note,
did. It is that time. Man.
it's time to put that Croc. You finish.
I don't put any Croc into anything. I kick it into
Dude.
comfort mode.
Kick it
Into
comfort mode.
mode. If
If
you
you
have
haven't
not
already.
I can't do this with you talking at the same time. It's not happening. I can do the intro, but not this. If you have not already, make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin in Crocs. KICKIN.in.Crocs.
CROCS. By the way, it's free to subscribe.
It is also free to subscribe.
And
Very
if you
true. On
visit
YouTube.
our website at kickinandcrocs.com, save it to your home screen and come and check out all of our new stuff. Share it with your friends. If you're going to listen to us on any podcast, 5-star review and share
Not
with your
any
friends.
podcast. You mean on the audio podcast?
On the audio, any audio
Any
platform.
podcast platform.
Any audio platform.
Any podcast
And
platform, yeah.
Especially
comment
on that
this
Google
one.
podcast.
Comments were light last time, and we had a
Yeah,
lot
we didn't
of
give any
cool, funny
comments
things
last
to talk about.
time.
Comments.
We're looking your way.
What free
you know who I'm
stuff
talking to.
do you like? What free things have you gotten, and what would you want to see available for free?
There you go. Houses.
You
This-
know,
I need one.
I think we'd be
You can get them all
before
for
before we
enough.
close. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't also point out the cool free stuff charity's giving us.
Oh, that's so
Oh.
true.
If we're
How did
talking
we not
about
think
if
of
we're
that?
talking about free stuff,
I'm not re-giving that for free.
I
love it
think-
all.
so glad that
I
you
think
came
we'd
up
be
with that.
remiss if we
And
didn't
our-
bring-
Yeah, for real.
Behind us.
and our
yeah.
sign.
Yeah, from Joe,
So I think we'd be remiss
Man.
not to
Our
mention all that.
logo.
from
From
Caravella.
Caravella,
Yep.
yep. So we
That's
have
also
gotten
very
some cool
true.
free stuff
Charity,
too.
thank you so
We're
much.
Kicking
So,
and Crocs has gotten
you're
some
not
lot of cool
forgotten.
free stuff.
We
Yes.
love you from the bottom of our Crocs.
Exactly. And until next time, you're not going to want to miss next episode, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to want to miss that.
As
I
long as
won't
we can
say-
make it happen.
I
As
won't
long
say
as we
too
can make
much.
it happen.
All I will say is this. it will be the most people on this podcast that we've ever had before.
As long as we make it happen.
We'll make
And
it
it'll
happen.
be the quietest that I've ever been because I'm not part of the conversation really at all. So it'll be great.
No, no,
but
that's the whole
you'll
point.
be hearing the story and you'll be
That's
able
the
to
whole point. Yes,
interact.
we will be telling the story of our venture
No.
to the. I was gonna tell them what it is
ruining
because
it.
we already said it
Pepper
already.
in. Just gonna pepper it in. It's football related.
We're telling
There you
because
go. Fair
next
enough.
week,
That's enough.
next Sunday is the Super Bowl, so we're going to tell a story about one of our experiences at a football game that we went
Oh,
to
yeah.
live. Nick was not there, so technically he'll be hearing all of this for the first time, which will be
And
cool to get
they've
his
held
reaction.
off telling me. So
we
that
have.
can
We have. We told them
Yep.
nothing.
To
It is
I like
quite
it.
the story. So we are going to hopefully have 3 guests on with us.
Yeah, I
at
mean,
the
if
same
we
time
can't,
at that
if we can't
point.
get one of them, we might have to just.
We are going to get him on.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
I'm telling you, I don't think he's around. We have to pick a day to.
We'll make it happen.
All right.
Anyways, until next time, I've been Steve.
Always Dave.
Still Nick.
And you stay kicking, Internet.